Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Storm of Zehir. This is Big Los, and we finally managed to make it into the city of Neverwinter. We're in some sort of Than Enclave, and off camera I just bought a whole bunch of spells to fill up Nerediel's spellbook, so let's see what's in here. Oh, who's this guy?
Greetings, traveler. I bid you welcome to the Enclave. I hope you'll find your stay here enlightening.
I guess we could do this lore check. Strange to see a red wizard here so far from Thay. What brings you here? Ah, so you're familiar with my order. Please, I hope that it does not prejudice you towards our work here. The circumstances of my birth do not dictate the direction of my life. My name is Aquila, and in case you could not discern it from my appearance, I am a red wizard, and the Kazark of this enclave. Anybody have anything different to say? No? Kazark? It is a title granted to the head of enclaves such as these. The title is not as important to me as it might be to other Thayans. Honestly, I enjoy the autonomy that it grants more than the power it supposedly brings. Well, we could ask about being a merchant, but what is the Enclave? It is the local headquarters of the Red Wizards of Thay, friend. We deal in magical items, scrolls, and potions. We also handle all official business with the government of Neverwinter, though, as you might imagine, that business is relatively light, so it's like an embassy. What is that glowing ball? Oh, that arcane nexus over there. Yeah, what is that glowing ball? Ah, that is something I've been studying recently. I call it an arcane nexus. It looks like my other party members have lots of things to say with concentration and spellcraft checks, so I suppose we'll use Nerediel. Spellcraft. Is it some sort of anomaly in the weave? Ah, another student of the art. Quite perceptive. And I too believe it is an anomaly. I hypothesize that it is gathering in the fabric of the weave. A knot, if you will. Sadly, my responsibilities here prevent me from completing the necessary field research to confirm my hypothesis, or to discover why they exist. Well, I guess we'll do more spellcraft. I'm willing to help if it will advance understanding of the art. Thank you. It is quite rare to see one as dedicated as I to many mysteries of the weave. I have created a magical device that assists me in studying these oddities. It acts as a kind of magical scribe, I suppose, and retains residual energy from the Nexus. I have used this device to study the Nexus here, but it contains energies from many places. Places of this plane and of others. Let's do lore. Planes, something so far-reaching could be dangerous. Yes, I had that concern too. So you see why studying them is so critical then. I am reasonably certain that there are more of these oddities elsewhere. If I gather data from many such nexuses, I may be able to isolate their origin. Well, it looks like Nerediel has the most unique thing to say of everybody. Yeah, you're not worried that being so close to these disruptions might hurt someone's ability to touch the weave. I have worked closely with this one for months now, and I have seen no measurable alteration in my skill with the art, other than my own increased understanding of the weave. But my body and mind remain whole. You needn't worry. I need you to take this uncharged device and direct it at any arcane nexus you come across in your travels. That will charge it with arcane energies, and we get an arcane attenuator. Should you return to me with a charged device, I shall grant you a reward for your work. I will also recharge the device so that you can gather more data. Tell me about being a merchant. Well, I suppose I do not consider myself one as such, but as an enclave's focus is as a magical repository, I suppose that is much of what I do. There is a fair amount of distrust about my people. Not that it isn't justified, but it can be hard to bear, particularly when my goal is purely to advance knowledge in the mysteries of the art. Why, just the other day, you should have seen the look on his face when he was freed from the trap by Mugen, or that's the gnolls outside. It was such a shock and amazement I feared he would topple over on the spot, but I do hope he had no hard feelings. Who are you? My name is Aquila. Yeah, we've already went through this before. The Red Wizards aren't the only power here. You will never hold sway in the north. Peace, my friend. We are not here to threaten or conquer. Although I recognize our reputation precedes us, our aim, mine especially, is to advance the study of the art. I see no reason why there cannot be multiple organizations all working towards the same goal. As a Khazarch of this enclave, I can assure you that we mean no harm. My drive is to discover, not to control. Farewell. Alright, so I'm not really sure what these things are. They look like chests, so let's try to unlock them. Although, it's telling me that a specific key is required to open them, so I guess we won't know what they are until we come back later and fulfill this guy's quest of discovering these nexuses. So we're gonna have to go back to Samergal, I'm guessing. Notice how we spent most of our money. I also got cloaks of resistance for pretty much everybody, +1. That way it improved everybody's saves by 1 point. I did not get the cloaks of protection.
Follow me.
Because
closely.
Everybody at this point has at least a ring of protection +1, so those things do not stack in this game. So where is this arcane attenuator? There it is. This is a slender, gleaming wand used in connection with finding and recording arcane nexuses. Shouldn't it be arcane nexi? Let's use it on this thing. You cannot gather arcane energy from this object. Why not? You can use it unlimited times. I guess he must have used it already on this thing.
I have such sights to show you.
Can those things be moved? Or did he just build the house, like, right where that thing was? I don't know. But if we see him in the field, we will be using that device on them. So let's go do a little bit more exploring in the Black Lake district of Neverwinter. This really doesn't look too familiar to me, but I'm guessing that if you play the original Neverwinter Nights game, it doesn't look that familiar either. So we got a couple things around here we could go look at, and it looks like we can actually go to where the lake is, although that looks more like a pond than a lake. Who's this? Lady Janelle?
Good day to you.
Or Janelle?
Pleasant outside, is it not?
Oh, and she won't say anything after that if you click on her? Oh, okay, well. What's this? Trading post. It's locked. We have to set that up, I'm guessing. I don't think it'll let us in there, even if I have a high enough pick lock skill. Yep, specific key is required. Well, we could go into that Temple of Joaquin, but let's try our luck with the Wailing Wench Tavern. Very well, let's go on inside. Now, this looks just like the Phoenix Tail Inn. Although, a lot of things have been rearranged in here. The basic layout is exactly the same. There's Sir Naval. We could talk to him. Who's this?
Good day to you, travelers. May Torm guide your steps.
Looks like everyone has something different to say. You're a follower of Torm? Well, we could do diplomacy. Hail to you. Odd to see a paladin in such a place.
Graceful of you to mention my devotion, and not my race. You are not like many. That is admirable. My monastery has sent me out into the world as a trial, to learn patience and grace. I strive for both. I have come here to Neverwinter as well to aid the suffering in whatever way I can.
Well, I guess we could do more diplomacy, can't we? I'd like to aid Neverwinter as well. Perhaps we could help each other.
I disbelieve you. Your words seem sincere, but from you I sense a selfishness, a coldness. No. No, I cannot join your ranks. Leave me in peace.
Oh, he's probably using Detect Evil on me. You bastard. How about if we use somebody who's not
Everyone
evil
follow
aligned?
me.
Yes.
And try to. Everyone follow me.
You're
and try
neutral.
to keep
You give it a
up.
try.
Good day to you, travelers. May Torm guide your steps.
You must get a lot of strange looks around here.
I do. Alas, it is meant to teach me patience, which is something my brothers and sisters in Torm Temple have justifiably noted that I somewhat lack. My monastery has sent me out into the world as a trial to learn patience and grace. I strive for both. I have come here to Neverwinter as well to aid the suffering in whatever way I can.
Maybe we can help each other.
I do not know. Your motives seem uncertain. Perhaps I shall go with you. But I know my order will be displeased if I leave my post without cause. If I sent them a donation as proof that I am earning income to aid the poor, they would be more inclined to believe me. Perhaps to prove your sincerity to aiding the needy, you could provide money for that cause?
Well, I guess we have enough money. Pay 1,000 gold. I could do that.
I thank you. My brothers and sisters at the monastery shall receive this money and distribute it as supplies to the needy. You have given hope to many, myself included. I see that there are many that follow you now. I will await your convenience then. The guards should know where you are from, yes? I will meet you there. Farewell.
I guess we just got another companion, and it only cost 1,000 gold pieces. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's talk to Cern of all. Well met. Welcome to Neverwinter. I don't believe that I've met you before. Well, we could bluff or do a lore. Let's do lore. That uniform, it marks you as one of the Neverwinter 9, right? Correct. An excellent observation. It's well you know of this city's ways, even changed as it has been of late. My name is Cern of all. Lord Nasher has chosen me to administer to this section of the city in its time of need. We need to acquire a permanent entry pass. A tall order. May I ask why? We're representatives of a merchant company from Crossroad Keep. We'd like the honor of doing business within Neverwinter. If you're here for trade, you best ally yourself with one of the 3 merchant cartels in the area. There's only a limited number of permanent passes, and only the cartels have the clearance to distribute them to their merchants. Why give clearance to merchants? The Neverwinter government has been short-handed since the war, and simply lacks the manpower to approve every individual claim for passes. Since the merchant cartels have been thoroughly investigated, allowing them to distribute passes at their discretion cuts down on our work, and helps us track who has brought the most goods to the city. Doesn't that give them a chance to abuse that power? Not entirely, no. They've been making significant profits from trade with the city that have little incentive to take actions which would endanger their privileged status. Can you tell me more about the factions? Each one is headquartered within the Temple of Joaquin, Circle of Friends, the Forgotten Lords, and the Fated Winds. I tell you more, but I think they prefer to represent themselves. There should be someone to speak to within each office. What's the purpose of the merchant cartels? They're assisting Neverwinter with its economic reconstruction, organizing the efforts of various smaller merchant companies under their employ. From time to time, they also perform such tasks such as providing security to the city or fulfilling export contracts to other towns in the region. Why aren't we allowed into the city without a pass? The Shadow War devastated Neverwinter, and there's been a need for stability in order to begin rebuilding what was lost. While we rebuild, we must pay close attention to anything that might threaten the stability we need inside the city as well as out. Regrettably, that creates difficulties for commerce, but none that can be overcome. Why can't we go to the rest of the city? For the same reason you need a pass to get in, due to the threat of the Shadow Army's remnant forces. The city is under martial law. Well, we're obviously not shadows or undead. What's the real reason? We could do that or diplomacy. I think we'll do that. I think it's a wisdom check, yeah. Come on, get over there. There you go. We'll just have you do it. What's the real reason? Perceptive of you. It is indeed a more complex issue. Neverwinter has internal difficulties as well. The current political and security situation demands that Tyr's Eye remain the only section of the city open to outsiders. Okay, what's the... I guess farewell. I guess we asked you everything. Well met. I need to acquire a pass for Finch the Bard. I'm sorry, friends. I can't allow you to vouch for another if you don't yet have passes yourselves. Perhaps once you've acquired your passes, we could discuss the possibility of purchasing a pass for someone else. Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to get our permanent pass before we can do Finch's quest, so let's go talk to the Innkeeper. Well met, stranger. What can I and my humble inn do for you? Have you heard any rumors? So those wargs attacking the high road, someone killed them. They must have been brave or crazy. That's all you have to say? Anything else? So it costs 50 gold to spend the night here too, huh? I guess you don't say other rumors, do you? So I suppose that's all we can do in here. Nothing in here.
What do you want now?
Alright, Laurel, lead us out, will you, since you're the fastest. Notice everybody has cloaks now. Oh yeah, here's our guest book. So, Grick Bannersworn. He's a level 9 paladin. So, he's at a higher level than the rest of my party. So, I won't be using him for a while. I want to get the other companions up to around level 9 or so. So, he's going to be last on the list to be used. But it's good to have options, I suppose. I don't think he would get along well in our party. So you still don't have anything to say, huh? Okay. Well, let's go inside the Temple of Joaquin, then. Oh, who's this? Lusk in the shadows, monsters in the countryside. What will the gods throw at us next? How about our evil party? Alright. Alana, let's talk to her.
Yes.
Tantum friends, I am here with answers should you have any questions.
Huh?
Tantum, I welcome you to the Temple of Joaquin, friends. May your stay here be profitable, and the merchant's friends smile on your endeavors herein.
Tantum? What? Ah, hey, it means to us of the coin and of the north, peace and hello. It is a greeting of joy given with devotion, kind of like aloha. Oh, what is this place? Doesn't seem very holy.
I see how well the merchant's friend is revered here.
Well, I already said it's the Temple of Joaquin, did I not? To the merchant's friend, the sound of clinking coins is as a hymn, the murmur of trade a prayer. The main floor of the temple here is divided into two sections, the chapel and the offices for the three merchant cartels. Well, it looks like a lot of my party members have different stuff to say, so let's do lore. Why is there a Temple of Joaquin here? I thought Neverwinter was more closely associated with Tyr. Yay, friend, and still it is, but even the city of the even-handed can still appreciate a helping hand from the merchant's friend, especially when it is in such dire need. This holy site is not meant to displace Grand Tyr, but to bring Joaquin's smile to Neverwinter, spurring badly needed commerce. This place looks fairly new. Ah, quite perceptive you are. Eyes like gone. Friend to the Golden Lady. Yes, we built the temple recently. There used to be a major school here in Tyr's Eye, but a fire shortly after the Shadow War ended up razing the school and several other buildings in the area. We were invited by Lord Nasher to construct our temple here shortly thereafter. What can you tell me about the various sections of the temple? Help me guide your interest, friend. What section would you like to know about? The chapel. Just past me is the chapel. Divine services are provided by many coins or Aramis. If you have official business with the most holy Church of Joaquin, speak with him. What other places in the temple interest you? The cartel offices. A wise interest. Each of the cartels authorized to do business in Neverwinter City maintains an office here at the Temple of Joaquin, the Circle of Friends, the Forgotten Lords, and the Fated Winds. Their offices are just to my left. If you have interest in doing business here in Neverwinter, I recommend you stop by and ask them about their organizations. They should have a representative on hand for that very task. What other parts would you like to know about? Let's discuss something else. Very well. Would you like to know? Very well. Okay, we could talk to somebody over there. Looks like we got 3 petitioners over there and many coins Aramis. Yeah, why don't we go talk to everybody first before we explore. Grant me the wisdom to invest wisely, merchant's friend. Please, please, please let the cargo arrive safely. Blessed Joaquin, my coin purse grows ever smaller. Can you help? That's pretty funny. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Many coins Aramis.
May your day be profitable, friend. How may the clergy of the merchant's friend assist you today?
Your title, many coins. You're a cleric of some rank, yes? Yes, that's correct. I've been in Joaquin's service ever since I was a boy. We need healing. May the Golden Lady smile upon you and restore you to fullness. Joaquin's will is done. Was there anything else? No. Farewell. So we got some free healing. So let's talk to this woman over here.
Haven't seen you before.
As a woman addresses you casually, you spot her fingers flickering in what you would assume is some kind of code. So we could do a lore check. Or I guess we could do a wisdom. You wiggle your fingers and what you feel is a close approximation of the gesture. I guess it's a thieves symbol or something. You recognize the gesture as a variant of the gesture used among brotherhoods of thieves and smugglers. Yeah, I guess so. As well as you are able, you give the correct response.
Nice. Hadn't figured you as one of us. So why are you here, stranger?
Who are you?
Beloeth. Some add the calm to that. Don't care either way.
What do you do here?
I do work. I make money. I answer questions.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I answer them. Didn't say for who. Didn't say how well. Anything else?
What work do you do?
Work for coin. Work that requires little questions. Often for fated winds, but not always. You have work for me?
Yeah, I'd like to hire you.
Cost you a fair sum. Worth it.
Oh man, it costs 3,000 gold? Too much for me right now.
Come back later with money. We talk then.
Jeez, everything's expensive here. I'm gonna have to go out gold farming in the countryside. So, I guess we missed a section over to the east. I'm guessing that's where those 3 offices are. Very well, I guess we'll talk to whoever's in there. So, looks like here's a woman in here. I guess we'll talk to her first.
I greet you, stranger. Was there something you wanted to ask?
Can you tell me about being a merchant? If you're looking for trade secrets, you're out of luck, but advice I can give for 100 gold. Sure, take this. Very well then, as a merchant, you must be as good as your word, but be careful how you use it. There was a trade agreement I remember some years ago, and he learned never to swear by his eye again. The one he had left, that is. May you remember that one for the sake of your vision. Jesus. This the Fated Winds?
I greet you, stranger. Was there something you wanted to ask?
I'm looking for 2 associates of my employer, Ilfos and Kizu. They were supposed to have visited one of the merchant organizations here in Neverwinter recently. Have you seen them? If I had, I'd certainly not discuss that information with the representative of an unaligned merchant organization. Access to our extensive network of information gathering is yet another benefit of membership with the Forgotten Lords. Can you tell me about the Forgotten Lords? I suppose, if I have the time. What do you want to know? Tell me about your organization. This is the local Neverwinter office of the Forgotten Lords. Our main headquarters are located in Waterdeep. We are the most efficient of the honest merchant organizations on the Sword Coast, and obviously the superior choice for any aspiring merchant company. I guess we could do lore. Honest? You wouldn't happen to be referring to the Fated Wind's suspected ties to the Zentarum, would you? Oh, no, not at all. Why would you ask something like that? Do your members have to abide by any special rules? What are the benefits of membership in the Forgotten Lords? To put it simply, the opportunity to participate in the Sword Coast's largest and most profitable merchant enterprise. Okay. We provide our members with access to lucrative export deals and access to rare and magical equipment for our more adventurous colleagues. Finally, participating organizations, of course, receive part of our quite sizable monthly profit distribution. Do your members have to abide by any special rules? Not really. Of course, if you wish to advance to higher ranks within our organization, you'll need to pay larger dues. Comes with the territory, as they say, and then we will have certain jobs that we'd like you to perform for us. But that is as much an opportunity as anything. However, we do try to keep the economy of the region stable. We neither gouge nor undercharge during shortages. It's hardly beneficial to our long-term business strategy, but I must be clear, we are not a charity. We are a merchant organization, the merchant organization. As far as turning a strong profit goes, no one else can compete. I'm interested in joining your organization. Excellent! The initial membership dues are of 250 trade bars. This will purchase an associate-level membership, as well as a permanent trading pass to the city. I don't have the necessary bars. Understandable. Bring the bars and you will have your membership. Farewell. So it costs 250 trade bars to join this. I'm not sure how much I have. Let's see. 97. That means I would have to go out and do a bunch of trading runs in order to join one of these organizations. Let's talk to this person.
Tantum and well met, traveler. Welcome to the headquarters of the Circle of Friends.
Can you tell me about being a merchant? Or are you going to charge me as well? It is a life fraught with complication and difficulty, but also tremendous opportunities to do good. It is important to always recall that. So let that be a lesson to you in your dealings. There is always time to be just in giving.
Tantum and well met, traveler. Welcome to the headquarters of the Circle of Friends.
I'm looking for two associates of my employer, Ilfos and Kizu. They were supposed to have visited one of the merchant organizations here in Neverwinter. Recently, have you seen them? I'm sorry, friend. As much as I'd like to help, this matter is somewhat sensitive, and I must keep information on it between members of our organization. Can you tell me about the Circle of Friends? Of course. What are your questions? What are the benefits of membership to the Circle of Friends? We believe that a strong economy is the best reward. Though anyone with 2 apples to sell is welcomed in a starving city, even the most satisfied towns are glad to see the Circle of Friends. Surpluses may deny profits for some, but never us. In addition to this, our members are granted access to our private collection of arms, armor, and provisions. Because we support the well-being of the Sword Coast, many of our items are donated by the devotees of the House of the Triad, Tyr, Torm, and Kynilmater, and their allies. Finally, each of our member organizations receive a distribution of profits dependent on their rank. Though some of these profits will be donated to charity, the Sword Coast cannot recover by mercantile means alone, you know. We must show kindness to help it flourish. Do your members have to abide by any special rules? We encourage our members to be professional in their dealings and kind in their demeanor, to act in ways that benefit both the Circle of Friends and the Sword Coast as a whole. Though I must say, we do have one absolute rule. Members of the Circle must always offer a fair price to towns suffering from a shortage of goods. Nothing but grief lasts from extorting gold from those most in need. Okay, so this is the goody-goody organization, huh? Right. I'm not really interested in joining this one. It's kind of counter to what my party's cause is. And it looks like they have really a lot to say, and my throat's getting kind of dry. Okay, I'm interested in joining up. Are you going to charge me $250? Yeah. They're calling it a donation to $250, so it's 250 trade bars to join any of these ones, huh? I don't have the necessary trade bars. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to come back. But this is not the one I want to join. So that one in the middle, that's the Forgotten Lords. So I'm guessing this one over here was the Fated Winds. So the Forgotten Lords, I guess, is a neutral organization. This one's evil.
What's your business here? You've come to deal with the Fated Wind.
Nah, farewell. I think I want to talk to the other guy.
Follow my tracks.
I do want to bring everybody in here because I didn't have
Yes.
access to everybody in that conversation. But let's talk to this guy now.
Follow my tracks.
Yes? Yes.
Alright, everyone's in here now.
New face, huh? Welcome to the headquarters of the Fated Wind, stranger. What do you need?
Can you tell me about being a merchant? Secrets, never advice, cost you 500 gold. Oh, crap. Alright, sure, take this. Okay, first as a merchant, never pay for advice. Oh, gee, thanks. Thanks a lot for that. I wonder how many of these people we have to ask before that mission is completed. So, it looks like he goes into a lengthy spiel.
New face, huh? Welcome to the headquarters of the Fated Wind, stranger. What do you need?
Alright, I guess we'll ask about Ilfos and Kazoo again, but I doubt he'll tell us anything. Probably say that we have to join him first before he'll tell us anything. Yep, that's what I thought. Can you tell me about the Fated Winds? What are the benefits of membership? They got plenty. Okay, so what exactly are these benefits? So basically, we'll have access to unsavory goods, so to speak. Probably the more powerful goods than what you can get from the others. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting kind of tired of talking at this point. It's okay. If you really want to read this, you could just pause the video. You know, if it's short, maybe I'll read it. Yeah, so each of these three companies are giving us their best sales pitch to join up. Something about Zent loyalists. It's good to know the Zentism no longer controls your interests. You're sure no Zent connections remain? None in the leadership, that's for sure. Nasher gave us all the fine-tooth comb before he even let the Fated Winds take more than a long look at Neverwinter City. Okay, nothing right now. I guess we'll talk to this other guy over here.
What's your business here? You've come to deal with the Fated Wind.
I guess we can bluff or intimidate. Nah, we'll do bluff. He just says, go bother Keller, the other guy. So we gotta talk to him again.
What's your business here? You've come to deal with the Fated Wind.
Okay, what can you tell me about it? He can tell us to go talk to Keller again.
What's your business here? You've come to deal with the Fated Wind.
Okay, what if I want to join? Don't bother with fresh blood. Okay, so I did see that there was a conversation thing.
New face, huh? Welcome to the headquarters of the Fated Wind, stranger.
Yeah, it said your leader isn't very friendly. Right? Oh, sorry about that. He's not been himself lately. He'll warm up again, I expect. Alright. I'm interested in joining. But once again, it costs 250 trade bars. Get us an associate level rank. So we don't have that much, so looks like we're gonna have to go get it. That means off camera I'm gonna have to do a bunch of trading because that's not really something good to be shown on screen. But I will do my best to get it, and then I'll come back here. So this is Big Low signing off. Thanks for watching. See you next time, man. Tango Umbendia.